Good evening, good morning, or afternoon, everyone. We are in digital responsibility interaction class, and our topic for today is Social Structure Chapter 7 by Hajar, Aanannaz, and Joselina, Ubau. The first slide of the content of this week's presentation is Space and Time Dimensions, Media Processes that Shape the Social Structure, Teleactivities, Online Groups between Interpersonal and Mass Communication, Influence of Social Classes, and the 4 stages of access to digital technology. The second slide is about the infrastructure of society, which changes under the influence of communication networks. The new media is supposed to eliminate the space and time dimensions in society, such as telework, telestudy, and other daily activities. New media groups raises the question, are the spheres of life and of society merging as easily as they are supposed to be? Are communication groups such as chat, messaging, personal websites, weblogs, and a colorful collection of online communities created, reshaping community, or making society to fall apart? These questions will be answered today. The following media process shapes the social structure nowadays. Slide 4. Time-space distanciation, increasing selectivity of space and time, expansion and compression of space and time, socialization and individualization of space and time, multifunctional or connected spheres of living. Slide 5. Definition: time and space distanciation. Anthony Higgins used this term to show that human and social time and space dimensions tend to widen in the course of history. Traditional society is based on direct interaction between people living close to each other. Modern societies stretch further and further across time and space. Barriers of time are broken by the spread of customs or traditions. Slide 6. Increasing selectivity of space and time. The growth in telephony and the explosive increase of demand for data communication is being placed on bridging distances of space and time. Slide 7. Expansion and compression of space and time. Decreasing settlement, increasing space of a single house with more individual rooms, decreasing household size, and a cultural process of spending more time at home in family life. And the increased control over space and time in local context, increased control over space and time in local over long distances by a large unit. Privatization of local units, needs for communication and information flow. Socialization and realization of space and time. One social scientist will emphasize the first development, upgrading social environment, whereas another will emphasize the second, environment, more objective. But in fact, both processes are active simultaneously and both are supported by media networks. Slide 9. Multifunctional or connected spheres of living. Dissolving boundaries between the macro, meso, and micro level of social life, between the public and private sphere, and between the sphere of living, working, studying, recreation, and traveling. Now we're going to talk about the teleactivities and their influence in dissolving these boundaries. Telework. These are workers having a formal agreement with their employers that allows them to spend some part of their working week at some location other than the bureau office, home, or telework office using ICT. These people are such as programmers, consultants, and system designers. Advantages of telework are employees need to travel less and are able to plan their own days. Disadvantages of telework: condition of labor, impoverished communication, little support can be given by management, social isolation of employees working at home. Doing telework at home makes it hard to separate work from other domestic activities. Telework is socially isolated activity, independent and self-disciplined is required. Slide 11. Now we're going to explain diagram 7.1. As you can see that you can find on page 117 of the book. The horizontal axes are the sender. When the public group is the sender for public, we talk about mass communication, meaning address groups of internet sites, mailing lists, news groups. When the private group is the sender for private, we talk about interpersonal communication, meaning conversation groups in discussion lists, teleconferencing, chatting, and instant messaging. Slide 12. The social classes with the following group: virtual and organic communities. Composition, social organization. Virtual and organic community association of people not tied to the time, place, and physical or material circumstances other than those of the people and media enabling them. They are created in electronic environments with aid of mediated communication. For example, Facebook. The virtual organic communities make together a composition, organic of physical community in neighborhoods, quarter, extended family, or workplace. For example, in the Hajar group within Facebook. Social organizations, virtual community which is not bound to a particular time, place, and material environment. Many think these fundamental coordinates of life are redundant in virtual communities. Slide 13. Influence of social classes with dimension of ownership of means of production, control organization, ownership of skills and qualifications. Ownership of means of production means decentralized of production will lead to an increase in the number of formal independent companies or agencies. Control organization. Use of network is able to change the ways organizations are controlled. The last one, ownership of skills and qualifications, means having digital skills which offers a skill premium in levels of wages. Differences of digital skills possessed will create more inequality among others of the labor market. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and see you all next time.